Today's 3-minute clinic is about strengthening the calves and Achilles when you're recovering from an injury. So you've gone through your isometrics and your more basic exercises. You've been able to strengthen your legs around the injury. And now we're actually going to specifically go after strengthening the calves and Achilles tendons so you can start to progressively load them during your sport to get you back out on the field or doing whatever activity you enjoy. And just like any other tendon injury in your body, the research shows that you can't go wrong with getting strong. You let the tissue calm down, you assist with tissue remodeling, and then you have to load it. And what that means is you just have to get your legs and calves stronger. To do so, we're going to use a step. We're going to be working on eccentric heel raises. We're then going to go into regular heel raises and progressing to almost jumping and some squatting. And so you're going to go on your step. Maybe you've got a rail. It's not a balance exercise. And you're just going to go up, and you're going to take a 3 count on the way down, past neutral, and then a 1 count on the way up, and a 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. And you're going to make 15 reps of that. Now the focus on the way down, the eccentric portion of creating a muscle contraction but allowing the tissue to lengthen, is actually creating more stress in the tendon and the muscle than just going up and down and up and down. The slower down portion, or the slower lengthening portion, creates more tension, therefore more remodeling, because there's a little bit more damage in the tissue that your body then heals. The next thing we're doing is just normal heel raises. And if these are easy, and it's my right side, I'm just loading up. I'm just adding a little bit more load to my body, making my muscles have to work harder. We're going to start somewhere in the vicinity of 5 reps, working our way up to 15. I think I said 15 for the last thing, but start with 5 and work your way up to 15, and that's total for your training session. Same thing goes with loaded heel raises. We want to start with maybe 1 set of 5, then you do 2 sets, 3 sets of 5, and then you can shoot for going for 1 set of 10, ultimately a set of 15 and beyond. The next thing we're going to do is add a little bit of a dynamic heel raise, a little bit more going on with the rest of our body where we're getting ready to jump. And so when we jump, we load up our posterior chain, have a nice straight back, and then we're leaving the ground. But for these, all we're doing is loading, going up on our toes, getting what we call triple extension. So we're getting extension in our ankle, extension in our knee, and extension in our hip. When we jump, it's a combination of all 3 of those. We leave the ground. We don't want to load up the tendon that much yet. It's more about the landing than anything. Load up and go. And we want to start here with probably about 3 sets of 5, working our way up to 3 sets of 10. And the last thing that you're going to want to do is squat. And why squatting? Well, squatting loads up your legs, allows you to strengthen your quads, your calves, and your ankles, but also makes you go into a little bit of dorsiflexion. You see my knees go forward a little bit. And I'm up. And I'm here. And I'm up. So we've previously been loading with deadlifts and step back lunges because we can still work on those muscles, but avoid the dorsiflexion. But now we want to start to load that to really progress that tissue remodeling and getting a little bit more mobility in our ankle joint. So these are 4 options for you to really start to progress towards jumping and plyometrics, things that are a little bit more sport specific on today's 3-minute clinic.